I'm Catriona Morten, I'm a sensory motor psychotherapist, and today I want to talk to you about another attachment style, avoidant attachment. You'll develop an avoidant attachment if your needs have been consistently not met, ignored. If every time as a baby you've cried, you've just been left to cry. Not by any kind of malice, just if that's what your parents thought was the right thing to do. If every time you fell over, you were ignored to just kind of toughen up and get on with it, then what we learn is that it doesn't matter what cries we put out there, what attention we want, it's not forthcoming. So we have to develop a way of dealing with that. And people with an avoidant attachment, they will be very reluctant to put anything out there. They'll learn to self-soothe. They'll learn how to look after themselves. They might be very attached to blankets, toys that can be catastrophic if they're lost, because they're the method of security and self-soothing. And again, it's not about how much we were loved or not loved. It's about how our parents met our emotional, physical needs. And if it was consistently not there, then we have to develop all these different ways of, one, managing if we have a need, if we have something that we need from others, if we need help. We'll be very, very reluctant to ask for help, put out any kind of distress call. We'd be much more inclined to go, okay, what do I need to do about this? I need to make sure that I look okay, everything is okay, nobody can guess, because we know that help is just not coming. People with avoidant attachments, they're very, very good at sorting themselves out, being very self-sufficient, problem-solving everything, but they can be very avoidant when it comes to either accepting help. There might be a bit of us in there that goes, oh, I really would like that, but no, I'll just rule that out. I won't ask, or I'll say, no, I'm absolutely fine. The other thing that people with avoidant attachments are really good at is avoiding. It's a brilliant way of not dealing with something. I'll just avoid it. They will have amazing excuses why they can't get that thing done. If there's a job to be done, there'll be lots of little jobs that suddenly cleaning the bathroom towels with a toothbrush is super important. However, it can become very difficult to get anything done. Often people with avoidant attachments, they need a deadline, they need structure, they need something provided by somebody else that they have to work towards, that they have to do it. Because when it comes from just within themselves, for themselves, it's really, really difficult. They'll be great at meeting other people's needs. That doesn't have to be an issue at all. They can be the first people to act, to respond, to know what to do. And partly that's because they've got that missing piece inside. They actually know how nice that might be and how good that would be to be able to have that, but it's for other people. It's not for them. A problem shared is a problem halved is not a concept that someone with avoidant attachment will have. They're going to shut everything down. They're going to keep everything to themselves. And it can make it very hard to let other people in, to let them get close. Might be okay if everything's going all right. It's when we hit a roadblock, when we hit a problem, that's when the avoidant attachment will show up. It's like, oh, there's a problem, keep it to myself, sort it out myself, deal with it myself, give no sign of it to anybody else. Not that it's dangerous, it's just that, no, there'll be nothing coming. You know, the people with avoidant attachment will always be fine. How are you? I'm fine, I'm great, I'm fine. It can take quite a lot of knowing that person to kind of see through that and to question, are you okay? If these things sound familiar and you think you might have an avoidant attachment style, then often I'm asked, well, what do I do? How can I change that? The first thing is being aware of it. Do I? Does that sound like me? Then when we can bring our observer on board to start going, what am I doing? Is that the right thing to do? Why am I saying it's okay? Just a question. Is that what I really want? Maybe there's a different possibility. To just start opening up that kind of wondering and curiosity and observing what I'm doing, to just get a different viewpoint, a different perspective, apart from just the things that we always do. Anything to do with attachment, it's very kind of linear. That's what I do, that's what I do, that's what I do. when we can stop ourselves in our tracks and go, could it be different? Could this be an opportunity to do something differently? What would make it hard? What would make it easy? How can I just try this out in a little teeny tiny way? Just start looking at it from the outside in instead of from the inside out. It can make a massive, massive difference. The other thing that I want to really stress is none of these attachment styles are wrong. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. And also, we're not often predominantly 100% one, because we've had different experiences of our needs being met. So we can have different parts of us that have a particular attachment style. It doesn't show up all the time. And none of these things are a problem unless they're getting in your way. If they're getting in your way, either in relationships, in work, in being able to be the person you want to be, then it can be an opportunity to look to see if there's some changes. What would they need to be? What would they look like? There's a really good place in the world for everybody with these attachment styles. Some people, it's great to be avoidant about certain things because those things don't even come up on your radar, I'm not bothered about them, I don't have to think about them, and I can just absolutely get on with a great big elephant in the room. Fantastic. Other people can't do that. People with secure attachments are often very empathic, but that can mean that they're very, very affected by other people's moods and the things that they do around them. We can sometimes feel too much of other people's pain and find it hard to put ourselves first. People with an ambivalent attachment or a disorganized attachment, there's a real place in the world for people who are either very wary of things being good, closeness. Something that these two attachment styles have in common is an ability to cut off from feeling, to not feel. That could probably be very useful if you're a surgeon, because you don't want to feel completely empathic about, oh my goodness, this is going to hurt so much afterwards. You want someone who can just clinically get on, do the job. A lawyer defending people. Just clinically get on and do the job, not think too much. Being avoidant might be quite good, being able to cut off might be quite good. It's only when these things are a problem and that you want it to be different. And that's a very personal thing for everybody. It's not up to me or anybody else to tell anyone that they're wrong, they should be different. Only if those people come to me and say, I don't know why these things are happening, I'd like it to be different. Or I think this is an issue and I want to be able to do it differently. Fantastic. I'll help you do that, but no one should sit in judgment of everyone else because there's a place in the world for everybody. There's a particular kind of relationship, particular way of attaching to people that suits everybody. So this isn't a judgmental thing. No one is better or worse than another. I hope that really helps give you some understanding of how attachments look, play out, and how they come to be in the first place. If you want to watch the videos that we've done previously on disorganized attachment, ambivalent attachment, then check them out here, and I've dropped them down below so they're easily accessible. So if you've got any questions, any comments about anything, then please just send them to us. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you like this video, then give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel below, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!